Yo, what is up, you guys? Ryan Brewer back here, the host of Michael Myers Reacts. Welcome to MMR Live number 8. Now, today I got a pretty good topic, I would say, about Halloween Kills. Obviously, Halloween Kills is a hot topic, and it has been a hot topic for a good little bit. Basically, I want to talk about if it should go to streaming. But before I get into that, I do want to say that this is going to be more of a kind of just a hangout episode, just talking with you guys about horror and whatever. There's actually been a lot of horror news that has been coming out recently that I kind of want to talk about a little bit. So I guess, the main topic is talking about Halloween Kills, but I'm going to go a little bit off topic with some things. So I'm just letting you guys know right here up front, because if you're just here like, no, I just want to talk Halloween Kills and should it go to streaming, I'm not going to be talking about that the entire time, but I am going to talk about it majority of the time. But I want to talk about some horror news that we got recently. We've actually gotten a good bit over the last 24 hours. So apparently a new Jeepers Creepers movie has been announced, which is called Jeepers Creepers Reborn or something like that, which is very interesting to me. Now, personally, I'm only a fan of the first two Jeepers Creepers movies, but I don't care about 3. I don't think anybody really cares about Jeepers Creepers 3. But overall, I mean, it seems like everybody's excited for this Jeepers Creepers movie. And I personally, I don't know why. Like, it's Jeepers Creepers. Like, we're not going to get a spectacular movie. It's Jeepers Creepers. Like, come on. The first two movies are all you need. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be a bad movie, but I'm not hyped about Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Like, it's just Jeepers Creepers. Like, come on. It seems like everybody has been posting about the new Jeepers Creepers all over Instagram and all that good stuff. And it's like, chill, because chill. It's just a Jeepers Creepers movie. You know what I mean? Another thing I seen on Bloody Disgusting is apparently there's a new Pet Cemetery movie coming out, which why I don't know. Honestly, the original one is the only one you need. I haven't seen Pet Cemetery 2. I've seen the remake that came out in what was it, like 2018 or whatever. Complete garbage. Like, such a bad remake. Don't even waste your time on it. This new one I don't know much about. I just seen an article saying that there was a new Pet Cemetery movie coming out, and it came from Bloody Disgusting. And Bloody Disgusting only does articles if it's like legit and it's actually going to happen. I've heard rumors that it might be a prequel. I don't know if it's a prequel to the original Pet Cemetery or a prequel to that remake we got. But either way, I could care less. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I love when there's new horror news and people are talking about it. Of course, Pet Cemetery fans are hyped for that. Of course, Jeepers Creepers fans are hyped for Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Like, that's just a stupid title. Yeah, the franchise definitely needs Reborn because the third one was garbage. Like, we don't need any more Jeepers Creepers. But okay, that's fine. And today, I believe this is actually some good news. This is what I'm most hyped about. Like, everyone's over there talking about Jeepers Creepers and the Pet Cemetery prequel or whatever it is. They released some Collector 3 photos today, which is the movie I believe is going to be called The Collected. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm hyped for it. I've seen some of the pictures. It looks really cool. I can't wait to see The Collected. But that came out today. But really, that's about it that came out. I just kind of wanted to cover some of that a little bit here in the beginning because I probably won't waste my time doing videos on them. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of cover that a little bit here in the beginning. I know you guys are here to talk about Halloween Kills and the whole streaming issue. I'm going to read some chat here before we get into that, though. I'm going to see what people are saying. Let's see what we got here. We got Machete Slasher in here. We got Underground Horror Podcast, my mistake. We got Steven Spencer. We got a lot of people in here, actually. Let's see what it says. If it wants to make money like Halloween 2018 did, then no, they shouldn't want it to go to streaming. I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm just going to read through these for a second. But I guess it's a convenient way of watching the movie without going to the theaters, having to wear a mask the whole time. Basically, yes. I'm going to get into that. Steve, all right. I'm just going to get into it. I'm not going to read these because y'all are already wanting to talk about it, so let's just talk about it. All right, here's the deal with Halloween Kills going to streaming. Now, I know that Jason Blum released like a tweet or something. I don't know if it was this year or 2020. That no matter what, Halloween Kills is coming out this year. We all know that, right? Here's the thing with streaming. Now, obviously, as a Halloween fan, I experienced Halloween 2018 in the theaters. It was a great theater experience. I would love to see Halloween Kills in the theaters, but here's the thing. obviously October is months from now. Like we're still a good ways until Halloween Kills gets released. So this COVID-19 stuff cases might not be as high, or who knows what's going to happen by then. It could get worse. Like who knows what's going to happen? We can't predict the future. But the thing is you got to look at what time we're in right now. Like this moment in time, all the new movies that are coming out, Godzilla vs. Kong. I think Conjuring 3 is also doing it. All of these movies are going to like select theaters for a certain amount of time, and they're streaming on HBO Max for a certain amount of time. So honestly, I think the issue with Halloween Kills is going to be the same thing with like Godzilla vs. Kong and all that stuff. Like I think it's going to go to select theaters and stream on HBO for a certain amount of time. Because here's the thing with theaters, like even if things do somewhat get back to normal by October, there's still some people out there who's going to be very uncomfortable with going to a theater still, just because of what's going on with COVID-19, and that's completely understandable. And I get Jason Blum saying that it's going to come out this year no matter what, and it definitely is going to come out this year. I have no doubt that Halloween Kills is going to come out this year. It's just that the whole streaming thing is a big possibility. And I think even John Carpenter said that. He was like, streaming Halloween Kills or whatever is a big possibility. And I think he's right personally. Like we're still going to get theatrical release of it probably. Again, I don't know how it's going to be in October. We're a long ways from that. But streaming is going to happen no matter what. We are definitely going to have Halloween Kills on some sort of streaming platform in October. My theaters where I'm at, I don't even think are open yet. I could be wrong, but I really don't think they're open yet. And I'm sure it's like that in a lot of states right now. So Halloween Kills is probably going to be on streaming. Look at all these big blockbuster movies that are also doing that. And Halloween Kills is obviously is a big thing for Blumhouse. I mean, that's the moneymaker. Halloween 2018 did way better than probably they thought. I don't know. Halloween Kills is a big deal for Blumhouse, so they're definitely going to release it in theaters, I'm sure. But streaming is going to happen as well. So yes, Halloween Kills is going to be streamed. Like I'm going to tell you that right now. I wouldn't doubt it. And if it doesn't, if Halloween Kills doesn't go to a streaming platform, I will be super surprised because I'm pretty sure it's going to go to a streaming platform. But I mean, obviously, I don't work for Blumhouse or whatever. I don't know for sure, but I'm almost positive that's going to happen. A lot of movies have done that. Like Conjuring got pushed back, and now they're going to stream that on HBO. Halloween Kills is probably going to follow that train and do what these other movies are doing. So don't be surprised if Halloween Kills does go to HBO Max. And I know it's kind of inconvenience for people who don't have HBO Max, which sucks. But I mean, I think that's kind of what we're going to have to deal with for a while, at least until COVID is completely gone or cases are super low. We're going to have to deal with like, some theatrical releases for amount of time and then like streaming. Like that's just going to happen until probably at least 2022. You know what I mean? So, all right, let me get to these chats now. I've just been going on, like, I'm just been going on. It's a lot of people most anticipated movie of the year. Yeah, it's one of my most anticipated horror movies of the year. Did you see the new stills from The Collected? Yes, I did, actually. I just talked about that. Let's see. 3 sucked. Only first 2 are good. Yeah, the only good Jeepers Creepers movies is 1 and 2, in my opinion, at least. Wait, you haven't seen Pet Sematary 2? That's a good one. Mary Lambert directed. She did the original. Yeah, I haven't watched Pet Sematary 2. I have the original, as a matter of fact, but I haven't gone beyond that just because, well, like I said, I've seen the remake. It's complete garbage. But I'll take your word on that. I don't know. Are movie theaters even open? Yeah, like I said, not around my area. I don't think movie theaters are open at the moment. But they, by the time October gets here, they very well could be open, all of them across the states. I don't know for sure. I can't see into the future, but I believe my theaters are not open right now. So, I think that's why most of these movies are going to streaming anyways, because they realize like, hey, not all these theaters are open and not all these people are going to just go out and go see a movie because of the COVID-19. And so that's why streaming is such a big deal for these new movies. Let's see. Oh, like Creeper from Minecraft? Yeah, I know that was a bad joke. What? Yeah, that was a terrible joke. It's supposed to set off a new trilogy? You mean the Jeepers Creepers thing? I read that. That's just stupid, honestly. I think that's just stupid. The new Pet Sematary is supposed to be a prequel. Yeah, that's what I was hearing, that it was supposed to be a prequel. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know what it's a prequel to. I'm guessing it's a prequel to that remake we got. I don't think it's a prequel to the original. I mean, I might check the movie out just to see how it is, because I usually do that with horror movies anyways. Like, especially big franchises like, I mean, Pet Sematary is a kind of a big deal. It's a Stephen King adaptation movie. The original is, and the remake I don't think is really based off his book so much. But it's Pet Sematary, so I might check out this prequel, but I don't have any interest in it. I'll be so glad when the COVID-19 over with. Yeah, everyone is ready for COVID to be done, man. That's for sure. Yeah, it needs to, because there's wait, what? There's a next movie after, so they. Oh, you're talking about Halloween Ends? Yeah, I think by the time Halloween Ends gets here, this stuff should be just about done. Like it should be. If not, then there is something seriously wrong. So I hope it's done by then. I'll wait till the movie comes on Blu-ray most likely. A lot of people will probably do that. See, that's the issue. Now, obviously, they pushed Halloween Kills to 2021 because they know that Halloween Kills is going to be the moneymaker. They're not going to sit here and be like, well, let's just release it anyways. I know a lot of people are not going to be going to the theaters, but let's release Halloween Kills anyways because let's just release it. They're not going to do that because they know a lot of people's not going to see it. That's why they pushed it. They said we need to wait, see what happens with this COVID-19 stuff. And by the time October 2021 gets here, maybe the people at Blumhouse were like, maybe this virus won't be as bad as it is right now. Maybe more people will be going to the theaters. I think that's why they pushed it. But the whole thing is a lot of people is going to be doing what you said. Like they're going to be buying the Blu-ray. They're going to be streaming it. They're not going to go to the theater to see it just because of the fear of getting this virus or whatever. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to be in October, but I'm almost sure that Halloween Kills is going to go to a streaming platform. I won't be surprised at all. I'm pretty sure it'll probably go to HBO Max. Luckily, I got HBO Max. I haven't been watching it a lot lately, but I will say one thing. Those of you who don't have HBO Max, I would definitely like check it out. There's some actually pretty good horror titles on there. I mean, it's not like Shudder. Obviously, Shudder is completely dedicated to horror, but HBO Max has some pretty decent horror titles on there. So I definitely recommend HBO Max. And I'm like I said, you get these movies that may not necessarily go out to theaters or whatever. I don't think this is the future of like cinema. I don't think like you're going to get a theatrical release and a streaming release. I think this is just something that's happening in this moment in time because of COVID-19. But I really do feel like Halloween Kills is going to go to streaming, at least for a little bit, because that's kind of the world we're living in right now, and that's just how it's going to be. Now, obviously, you want the movie to do well, but we're just in such a weird time right now when it comes to movies and cinema. It's just we just got to deal with it. It's either go see it in the theaters and risk getting COVID-19 and may not even be able to take off your mask. I don't know how that works. I haven't been in a theater since all this stuff happened. I mean, there hasn't been any movies that I wanted to see anyways. So I don't know how it's going to work when I do go back to the theater. I'm not sure what they're going to do or what their expectations are or what the rules are. But some people don't want to go to the theater to risk getting COVID-19, maybe even wearing the mask throughout the whole movie. I don't know. But streaming is like the best way to watch a movie right now, I would say, because you're at your home. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to worry about getting COVID-19. You could sit there and you could watch the movie. And I think on HBO Max, when a new movie comes to it, I believe it's on there for like a few months. So it's not like it's only on there for a couple weeks. Like you don't have to rush out and watch it and then it's going to be gone. I think you got like a month or more to actually watch that movie. So again, Halloween Kills will probably go to HBO Max. That's what a lot of movies are doing, and I'm pretty sure Halloween Kills will hop on that train. If there's any updates about it, I'll probably do a live stream over it, maybe even a video. I don't know, but expect that. I'm just saying that's probably going to happen. Let's see, where was I? No, they changed the book because in the remake, Ellie dies. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not. All right, let's see. Exactly, Blu-ray and streaming, a lot of people will do. Well, yeah, I mean that's yeah, basically. It's just in the moment of time because the movie production company knows that that's where the money is made. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like after everything sort of goes back to normal, it'll just be theatrical releases. There's still maybe certain movies that may go exclusively to HBO Max, or they might do the theater and streaming. I don't know. But I really do agree with John Carpenter when I believe he said that streaming is a big possibility for Halloween Kills, and I really think it is. Now I'm not saying that it's not going to have a theatrical release, which I don't know. It may not even get a theatrical release, but I feel like it will because there's too much money to be made for that title. But streaming is definitely going to happen. That's probably the way I might be watching it, to be honest, because like my theaters have just not been open. I think they opened for a little bit and they like closed again. So I don't know. It depends. Like this COVID-19 stuff, it depends if it's calmed down or whatever. But if it's the same as it is right now, most likely my theaters and a lot of people's theaters are still going to be closed. So honestly, the way that I might be watching Halloween Kills this year is streaming it on HBO Max if it goes to HBO Max, which I'm cool with. Like it's fine as long as I get to see the movie, but I would much rather have that theatrical experience. Like I would rather see the movie in the theaters. But with the time, it's just crazy. Like ever since COVID-19 happened, it screwed so much up. The only thing I could say about COVID-19, like all the horror movies that were supposed to come out in 2020 got pushed to 2021, which means that this year is obviously going to be a more epic year for horror. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that, but still, most of those titles that we're getting this year, we may not even be able to see in the theaters. But as long as we get the movies, I'm not going to complain too much, I guess, especially since I have a way to watch them. It's just the people who don't have HBO Max or whatever is going to struggle to watch these new titles because I feel like HBO Max is the main place of where this is going to happen because we're already getting that now. So why would it change, months from now unless COVID disappears or whatever happens? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. John Carpenter, I heard, might come back to directing. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because there was an article on Bloody Disgusting not too long ago. I guess you could say this is another kind of horror update or letting you guys know some horror news. But I guess there was some talks of like a Fog sequel to the 1980 movie that he directed. There was some talks of a sequel, and Carpenter was all like, I'm not, I don't know. But apparently, a Fog sequel is very possible. I don't know if Carpenter would come back to direct it, but it's very possible. Apparently, I don't know if it's going to happen, but honestly, I would love to see John Carpenter come back to direct again. Of course, like we all know, he composes, he does scores for movies. He did Halloween 2018. He's doing Kills, and I think he's even doing Ends, which is really cool. But to see a new John Carpenter movie would be awesome. That's something I would definitely want to see. But the thing is with movies right now in cinema, we're just in such a weird time that if I was a professional director, I wouldn't even bother trying to make a movie right now. I would probably wait a year or two from now, at least 2022 or 2023, because I know that like if I make this certain movie, it's not going to do that well because the downfall is COVID-19, and I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of. Well, not a lot of people are afraid of. I guess this is what people over at Blumhouse are afraid of with Halloween Kills because that's a huge title for them. Anything Halloween is huge for them now, especially with the success of Halloween 2018. So obviously pushing the movie back was a smart move, but this year it's at the point to where he says, well, we're going to get the movie no matter what. So now we're at the point where like you have to release this movie. Either just put it straight on streaming, put it straight on VOD, or do what I said and do what all these other movies are doing and give us some sort of theatrical release. And it's crazy right now. Like it's just absolutely crazy right now. Of course, the theater experience is the best experience. Yeah, I would agree with that. 2021 got some good horror, way better than last year. Well, last year got completely destroyed by COVID-19. I mean, this is when this stuff was first happening. Things were closing. That's when the movie theaters were first closing. Last year was just garbage. I mean, so far this year isn't much better, but at least we're getting movies this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it is going straight to streaming and getting like a short amount of time in the theaters, at least we are getting movies this year. So I'll say so far this year has been off to a little bit better start than last year. But honestly, I'm more of I'd rather go see a movie in theaters and I'd rather buy the movie on physical media. I don't think there's anything wrong with streaming. I don't think I've ever really talked about streaming too much on this channel. So let me kind of give you guys my thoughts on streaming. Now, I don't think streaming is that bad. I like Shudder. I like HBO Max, and if you guys have Netflix or Hulu or whatever it is, that's cool. But I feel like if there's a certain title that you watch on a streaming platform, whether it be horror, action, whatever it is, obviously for me it's horror. But anytime I see a title that I really like, a movie that I really liked, and I'm like, wow, it was such a good movie, my mind instantly says, oh, I got to add this to the collection. So I go over on eBay or any website and I try to find that movie if it has a Blu-ray copy or a DVD, and I try to buy it. I don't think there's anything wrong with streaming, because you could discover some great movies through streaming. But like the thing is like when you watch movies on streaming, it's like you got to support that movie or whatever. Like you need to buy it, because I can't stress that enough. Like there's people out there, but this blows my mind. There's people out there who will watch a movie on Netflix or Shudder and enjoy that movie, but they won't take the time out to buy the movie. Like get the movie, support the movie, because physical media is something that if it did go away, we would all regret it and miss it. Same with theaters. Now, I know that we don't have control over the COVID-19 thing, but I mean, come on. Like, if we didn't have theaters, all of us would be sitting here saying, I miss theaters. Like, I don't know, just support physical media. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. My thoughts on streaming is streaming isn't bad, but streaming also isn't the best way of doing it. But discovering new horror movies or new movies in general through streaming, I think is fine. And I don't think there's anything wrong with streaming. Like the state that we're in right now, where we have access to streaming services and we have access to physical media, I hope it stays like that for a very long time, because I'm happy with it. But that's kind of my thoughts on streaming. Like I'm not the biggest fan of streaming. I have streaming platforms that I use, but physical media is where it at. You gotta support the movie. You gotta buy the stuff. But I don't think there's anything wrong with streaming. I don't do it that much. I really don't. I just had to say that. I don't know why. I just felt like I had to talk about streaming a little bit right here. Dave McCrae said that he don't think Carpenter likes directing movies. I don't know if I would agree with that. I mean, if he didn't like directing movies, why does Carpenter have so many movies? I mean, he doesn't have like a lot, but he's got a good amount. Like someone who didn't. Now, if John Carpenter only had Halloween, I would say, yeah, maybe he doesn't like directing movies, but he's got way more than Halloween. So I don't agree with that at all. I'm pretty sure he likes directing. I mean, maybe he's kind of faded away from it, but I wouldn't sit here and say he don't like directing. Because I kind of feel like he probably would do it again at least one more time. And if he didn't like it, I don't think he would do it again. But I really feel like he would. But I don't agree with that. I'm pretty sure he likes directing. I'll be glad to get more horror movies and stuff. Yeah, I'm always glad to get more horror movies. Speaking of that, I brought a movie today at FYE, which this is a FYE exclusive, and I got this for very cheap. It was only $10. It is a steelbook of Tremors, the original Tremors movie. Now, this is such a cool release. Like, I love this thing. This was only $10. Now, I know Arrow put out a here, I'll show you guys that there. I know Arrow put out a 4K of this movie, but I watched this today, like right after I brought it, and honestly, this transfer don't look that bad. So if you guys have a FYE, go check, because you might be able to get the steelbook for $10 right now, and it's like regular $20. But I'm always supporting physical media, and I always will. Like even if every store takes out their whole physical media shelf, like there's no movies, no Blu-rays, anything like that, I'm gonna go online and order all the movies that I'm trying to get. You know what I mean? So I guess pretty much what I'm trying to say to you guys is there's nothing wrong with streaming, but support movies that you enjoy and love, because you know, actually being like streaming Tremors and actually holding this is so much different. Like I feel better having this, because another thing, when you're watching a movie on Shudder or Netflix, whatever it is, you know, that might be one of your favorite movies, but at some point it's probably not going to be on that streaming service. They're always trading out movies, especially Netflix. And this was on Netflix and now it's not. But see, I got the movie. I could pop it in anytime I want. But pretty much support physical media. That's all I'm saying. I know I kind of went off topic. It's supposed to be about Halloween Kills. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me about Halloween Kills, or you know, my thoughts about whatever Halloween, let me know, because I'm definitely down to answer some questions about Halloween Kills and stuff. Let's see, where was I? Streaming don't have the same charm as buying a movie. Exactly. Like when you getting a new movie makes you feel good. When you have it in your collection, it's like, hey, you know, I own this movie. I can watch it whenever I want. When you stream it, it's just like, okay, I streamed it. I could stream it again, but it's not really supporting the movie. That's why, I like streaming when it comes to discovering new movies. Honestly, that's really all I can say about streaming. Even though I really like Tubi. Yeah, Tubi is not bad. Like that's a decent place to go find horror movies that you might like. But at some point when you find out that you like that movie, you definitely should support it and you should go buy it. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. They put Ripley and Xenomorph in Fortnite. Yeah, I heard about that. Fortnite is going crazy. That's all I got to say. They're getting licenses to everything, and they're putting everything in Fortnite. It's crazy. Um, Tremors is a fun watch anytime. Definitely. I think this was my third time watching it today, and I enjoyed it even more. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's another perk about getting physical media. Like when you stream a movie, it depends how you stream it. I know Netflix has like a 4K streaming thing where you could stream in 4K or 1080p. But honestly, when I streamed this on Netflix, when it was on Netflix, it looked okay. Like I'm not saying it looked bad, but it didn't look as good as this physical copy. Like the disc makes it look better. Like if you want to watch that movie in its full potential, now I know there's a 4K of this, so this isn't necessarily its full potential. But if you want to watch a movie the best you can, get it on physical disc. Like that's the way to do it. But to me, streaming should be a place where people can find movies that they like and then just go out and buy it. Like I feel like it's a gateway to find new movies to watch that you might fall in love with. I mean, there's some hidden gems on streaming, like Shudder has them, Tubi has them. I mean, there's a lot of movies that without Tubi, I probably wouldn't have some of these horror movies in my collection because I found them through a streaming service. Let's see. Streaming don't have special features like Blu-rays. I think I can't remember what it is. It might be Shudder. I think Shudder has a like you could. I think there is special features with Shudder. Like there's certain things, but majority of the time, streaming services don't have the features with it. That is obviously a perk of getting the Blu-ray or whatever because you do get the special features and stuff like that. But I think Shudder has that. But that might be the only streaming service that has that. I could be wrong. Let's see. You only seen it 3 times. I've seen that movie well over 10 times. It's always used to come on TV in the 90s and the early 2000s. I don't know. I don't think I never watched Shudder. Not Shudder. I never watched Tremors on television. The first time I watched it was when it was on Netflix. And that's a great example right there when I say, using a streaming service to find movies that you like. I didn't know well, I knew what Tremors was, but I haven't watched Tremors. And then when it got on Netflix, I watched it. I liked it. And now look, I own Tremors. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've been going on about streaming for way too long. If you guys have any Halloween Kill stuff, let me know. Let me give you guys my thoughts on like Halloween Kills going to streaming. Do I think it's a bad thing? No, especially with what we're dealing with now. I think it's a great idea. Still give it a theatrical release. Maybe not as long as it usually would be in the theaters. Definitely give it an HBO release because a lot of people is going to be doing that. I think that's the way it's going to happen. I really do, unless things really change before October. But overall, that's my thoughts on that. I'm pretty sure that we're going to get a little bit of a theatrical release. I don't know how long, and then it's going to be on HBO Max. So that's what I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I think that's what's going to happen because that's what's happening with everything else. Halloween Kills is going to jump on that train. Let's see. That movie I watched today, Prom Ride, was a gem. Very original. See, that's the beauty of streaming, though. That's the one perk I'll give to streaming. It's a good way to discover new movies. But see, since you liked Prom Ride, if there's a copy of it out there, like whether it be DVD or Blu-ray, try to pick it up. Add it to the collection. Support the movie. I'm a big believer in supporting the movie that you like. Like if you seriously like that movie, support it. You know what I mean? Halloween Kills, anticipation is real. I'm ready for the trailer. I don't know when we're getting the Halloween Kills trailer. I don't think it'll be too long from now. Probably in the next few months, we'll probably get the trailer to that. And I probably will do a reaction to the Halloween Kills trailer. I'll probably even do a breakdown, which I'll probably do that on an MMR live actually. So you guys will get the trailer reaction to Halloween Kills. And then I'm probably going to do an MMR live episode where I break it down for you guys live. We talk about the trailer live. Maybe I'll get a guest on for it. I'll see what happens. I'm trying to expand MMR live again since I brought it back recently. I'm going to try to do these more often. I have a new schedule idea that I'm going to tell you guys here in a little bit, probably at the end of the stream. I know on the last MMR live, I said that I don't want to do schedules because I don't have – I'm not very good at keeping schedules, but I think I have a schedule now that I might do. I don't know. Again, follow my Facebook page and my Instagram. All that stuff is in the description down below, and I will keep you guys updated on every MMR live episode. So that's pretty much where you'll know if I'm doing one or not. But I do kind of have a schedule that I might do. I like Halloween movies. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't, man? Michael Myers is everything. That's the king of slashers. I love Michael Myers. I can't wait till Halloween Kills. No matter what, I'm going to watch it somehow. But yeah, I'm very excited for it. That would be cool. Do a breakdown of the trailer. Yeah, I'll probably do that live. I'll probably do the trailer reaction, and then that evening, or maybe the next day, something like that, I'll come on here and I'll do kind of a breakdown. We'll talk about scenes that we've seen, because I know we've got little clips already for Halloween Kills that I've covered on the channel. I've done reactions and stuff. But when we get the actual trailer, we're going to have a lot more to talk about. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a very fun stream, because there's going to be a whole bunch to talk about. But yeah, all this Halloween Kills stuff is just, I don't know. We've all been waiting for it. We should have had it by now, but COVID-19 has stopped that, and now we're still waiting, and who knows. I want to see it in theaters, but I don't know what's going to happen. It's very possible that I'll have to watch it on HBO. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. Oh, okay. I finally caught up on chat. Usually I'm like way behind. But I have a few ideas for the next episodes. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for the next episodes, but let me tell you guys my schedule a little bit. Like I said, I'm not very good at keeping schedules, but this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I do these every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. I'll always do it at 8 p.m. no matter what. But I'm thinking I'll do it Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I mean, 3 times a week might sound like a lot, but again, I kind of want to just stream more on here. I know that not everyone can make it to a stream, and that's understandable. But I think that's what I want to do, just because this is fun. Like, I get to communicate to you guys. Like, we're having a conversation right now. So expect these more often. So if you're not really into the streams, or you're watching it after, whatever it is, obviously I appreciate you watching. And if you're more of a fan of the videos, I'm sorry, because I'm probably going to be doing these a lot. Let's see. Awesome. The trailer may come out in the spring, no later than the summer. Yeah, it won't be much longer till we get the trailer. I scrapped a breakdown on the teaser for Kills. That was an entire bit. Basically, I broke it down very intensely. Oh wow. I mean, that's probably kind of something what I'm gonna do. I don't know how intensely it'll be, but I plan on breaking it down on stream. I think that'll be fun communicating with you guys about it, because you know, you guys may notice things that I don't see. I may notice things that you guys didn't see. It's going to be a very fun stream. I'll probably like pull the trailer up, watch it, not on stream. Like, you guys won't actually see the trailer, but I'll probably pull it up, you know, have it going through. I think that's a better way to do it than a video, because every time I do videos, like I did a teaser breakdown for Kills, and I'm sure there's things I missed out, but when I'm live, you know, I got time to talk about anything, and we could just go through it. So that's probably going to happen when the trailer drops. I am going to react to it, and then I'll break it down. So that's going to be really fun. So you guys don't want to miss that. But altogether, I just wanted to come on here and get your guys' opinion, because I don't know. What do you guys think of Halloween Kills going to streaming? Are you cool with that? A lot of movies are doing it anyways. Or what do you guys think about that? Because I'm pretty sure there's some people who want to see it in theaters. That may be their only way to see the movie, because they don't have HBO Max. But there's a lot of people who have HBO Max now. I just got it recently. So, but what do you guys think about that? Do you think Halloween Kills should go to HBO Max, or do you think it should just get a theatrical release, or should it go straight to VOD? Like, what do you guys think about it? Because honestly, either way, I don't care. I just want to see the movie. I'm hoping it goes to HBO Max and theaters, because I honestly want to see it. Either way, I'm going to see it. No matter what, I'm going to see it. I'll probably come do an MMR live about it and talk about the movie, stuff like that. I remember when the 2018 trailer came out, I watched it a lot. Probably will do that with Halloween Kills. Yeah, same here. When the Halloween 2018 trailer came out, I was talking about it a good bit on my old channel. I had a channel before this that was under the same name. It's just I didn't keep that channel. I don't know why. But I was doing updates on Halloween 2018. I did a trailer reaction to Halloween 2018, and I talked about it a good bit. But, you know, I don't know. Like, I feel like the trailer, I don't know. Like, the 2018 trailer was okay. Like, now when I go back and rewatch it, there's like some shots that weren't put into the movie and stuff like that. But it really did hype us all up, because we haven't seen a Halloween movie since 2009 with Rob Zombie's crap. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and kind of talk about if it should go to streaming or whatever. But that's really all I got to say. I mean, I don't have much to talk about here. I mean, I guess I should have chose like a different topic. I was going to talk more in the beginning, but there wasn't a lot to say. I just kind of wanted to kind of give you guys an update on horror news that I've heard and read recently. But yeah, I don't know. I think Halloween Kills should do the theatrical and streaming thing. I think that's the best way to go. Everything else is doing it. Halloween Kills will hop on that train. I'm pretty sure it will. I could be completely wrong. We'll just have to see. But I think it's gonna do it for me, honestly. I know it's a short episode, but I don't really have much more to say. So if you guys did enjoy this MMR live, please leave a like and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. And I will see you guys very soon.